How are you guys this morning? Happy Memorial Day. There we are. Let's see if I can see you guys this morning. And the internet is already doing its little circly thing. There's Alicia. Yay, Alicia. Good morning, good morning. Happy to see you. Everybody signing in. How's your body today on this soft, rainy, beautiful day? I am the sunshine in your rainy day. I am very sunshiny considering I've had no coffee. I will have to, where I'm staying, they have this really awesome coffee maker, and after so many uses, it's supposed to be cleaned and descaled, and it's automated, so it'll tell you when it needs that. Well, this morning, when I went to make a cup of coffee, it said not until I cleaned and descaled, and I was like, okay. And I walked away with a glass of water instead. So after class, I'll be getting some coffee. Good morning, Stephanie. Crabby in your lower back. Good. We'll work through that. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Haley. Good morning, Barbara. I love the rain sounds as well. And right at 9 o'clock, you can hear, because we're really close on Lake Hollingsworth, the Presbyterian Church, First Pres, and the bell tower tolls, and it just sounds so pretty with the rain, and then the church bell. It was gorgeous. Good morning, Amy. All right, Barbara, your lower back is stiff too. Yes, I like it when the frogs sing in the rain. Good morning, Petra. Good morning, Wendy. Happy Memorial Day to all of you. Good morning, Tony. All right, we're getting all set up. So it is Memorial Day, so I thought we would get some warriors in there for our Memorial Day. So we're going to do some Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, Reverse Warrior, and then we'll embellish on those and really play with them. So that's the plan anyway. I see everybody finishing, checking in. So I keep getting this where the camera tries to focus and then not. It doesn't do it inside the house, so I can only assume that it might be internet based. I am very sorry about that. I even looked into getting a new camera yesterday. But theoretically, we start back at the church next week, so we won't have this like this every day. But by the time that you do, I go back to the church, which I will still broadcast from the church, just not daily. I'll have weekends off for the first time in 2 weeks or 2 months. there will be over 60-something videos to choose from on YouTube, which is a lot of content. So yay us. Thank you for your support. Good morning, Miss Leanne. Oh, good. As long as it's not my camera and it's my computer, that's great. Thank you for the support, Leanne. I appreciate it. So, before we get started, Memorial Day. It's important. It's definitely important in our family. It's not just a 4-day weekend or 3-day weekend, an excuse to party and have hot dogs and hamburgers. My dad was in the military. As a matter of fact, I was born while he was stationed in Homestead Air Force Base. My first husband was a helicopter pilot. My grandfather was an MP during World War II. Military is a big deal for us. And I've lived on base. And I've been with families when their loved one has been lost. It's a big deal. And so it's not just a reason to have a party. We do have hamburgers and hot dogs on Monday, which we'll be eating on the porch today because it's raining. My parents at the end of their driveway put up like this 15 flag display, and there's a cutout that looks like a gun sitting in a boot with a helmet on it. My dad obviously is Vietnam era, and it's a big deal. My uncle was a tank driver in Vietnam. He lives in Tampa. So my heart goes out, and such gracious, I don't even begin to know how, because Sem gave their all. And so I'm so grateful and thankful to them, to their families for sharing them with us. Military is a really big thing, but I want to kind of even branch that out to, I know that this is for armed forces, but how much gratitude I have for law enforcement, for our fire department, and other services that we might take for granted. I mean, we don't mean to. We just know if there's a fire, all we have to do is call a phone, and somebody will come and take care of it for us. Or if we're scared, somebody will come and help us. And that's a really nice thing. If there might be a war, we have somebody to take care of that, and that's a privileged life for me. And I carry that with some pride to know that there are wonderful human beings out there that want to take care of the rest of us. So from my heart to all of you out there, thank you for your service. Now, that being said, that's where I'm dedicating my practice, is to, in memory of those for Memorial Day. I see a bunch of you in here. Good morning, Molly. Good morning, Richard, George, Alicia. Good morning, Valerie and Frank. I don't think I missed anybody. Maybe I did. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Barbara. All right, let's get this warrior practice started. I would have put like a flag up, but again, I'm at somebody's house and I don't want to go through their stuff. I'm sure they have one here. But the flag is here. We're going to let the head come forward and feel the back of the neck stretch. It's a good place to set the intention for the practice. And we let that head come up, sitting up tall, right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. Now once we get back to the center, and we sit up nice and tall, We lean back a little bit so that that spine is nice and straight. And we set that intention for our practice. Maybe you dedicate the practice. So I'm dedicating my practice to all those who have helped me keep my freedom. All of those people who are dedicated to service. I think that word has changed after COVID. Frontlines changed during COVID. So dedication of service can be our doctors and our nurses, our emergency responders, as well as our military, our police, our fire departments. So I'm sending out a gigantic bubble of gratitude to those folks before I start my practice. And we're going to open those eyes, lace the fingers together, pushing out, lifting up. Nice tall spine, opening the heart. I love soft rainy days. And turn to the right, tall spine. Buenos días, Palacios, ¿cómo estás? Oh, you wrote me good morning in Spanish. Good morning, or in English. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that left shoulder slowly float down, and as it does, that right one comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. Now once we come up, we're going to turn over this right knee and lean forward. So we can still open through the side of the hip. You can extend those arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly we're going to come back up. Lace those fingers, pressing out, lifting up. And rotate to the left, tall spine. Right shoulder comes down, left hand comes up. Ooh, big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come up. Oh, feels so good. And back to the center. Now from here we're going to reach across. Laying our bellies on those left knee and nice big stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. And back forward. Lengthen it out. Oh my gosh, feels so good to practice with you guys this morning. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Petra. Oh, thank you, Petra. That's a nice sentiment. And slowly coming back up. Yeah, I read an article on the importance of mental health during COVID and changing the cross of the legs. May I please go on a small tangent here. Right arm down, left arm reaches. So in this society, I would like to say U.S. society because I can't vouch for other countries, but mental health is not taken seriously. If you had a big gash on your arm that had stitches, people would be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. What can I do to heal it? Can I bring you some food so you don't have to cook? Da, da, da. But if you're a little depressed, they're like, oh, put on your big girl pants and get over it. Because you can't see those wounds, but they're still there. Hand comes up, bend the elbow. and come through. And COVID, where people have been locked up for 2 months at a time, they've lost their incomes and things, and people are depressed, people are having issues. Finally, people get it, and it's getting some legitimacy, and people are starting to address it. And people will understand. I say people, there's some of you who already have gotten it the whole time. And release and stretch. We have to treat ourselves as a whole thing, not just parts, not just moving parts, but a whole thing. And the body and our mental health is part of that whole thing. And coming back up, arm comes down, and nice big stretch. So this is a big deal for me, as I went through a special training, WWII training, on how to teach yoga or bring yoga to veterans. Especially veterans who have been injured and or have PTSD. We don't call it that now. It's just PTS. Nice big stretch. And we're going to let the hand come up, bend the elbow coming through, and how to help them better adjust and make some changes. How to reintroduce into society, how to feel normal in their own skin. And they would have facilities that have mental health counselors on property, but we would also work through the issues that are in the tissues. And stretch. And back up. And I wanted to bring that to the front because I did go to New York, stayed there for 2 weeks during an internship on teaching yoga to veterans. And coming forward, hands come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down as we come up. Put the backs of the hands together. Good morning, Robin. And nice big stretch. And gently release. We're going to roll the shoulders a little bit. Change direction. Now we're going to stir that pot. Get that side body fired up. We already twisted it. We stretched it. Let's smooth it out. We're going to get to the front and change directions. And then stop and come back up. Now from there we're going to put the bottoms of those feet together. Nice tall spine. We feel the insides of those legs open. Smile. Slowly begin to lean forward. We feel the insides of the legs stretch, lengthen through the crown of the head. Nice full breath here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come up. We're going to bring those knees up. Grab those knees. A nice big stretch to the shoulders. I like to rock. It's soothing when I do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees up. We're going to change the cross and roll the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring those knees back in. We're going to reach down, grab that right foot. We're going to extend that right leg up. Feeling that leg stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that foot down. And reach down, grab left leg. Ooh, it says good morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to put that foot down. And we're going to drop those knees over to the left. Feeling that side of that leg start to really warm up. I was prepared this morning. I thawed the porch. Now the front porch isn't as bad as the back porch. And I have tikis out, but it adds to the ambiance, don't you think? So no mosquitoes for you guys. And up and over to the other side. Tall spine. Really stretch. Opening here through that side body. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those legs up. Good morning, Amanda. We're going to hug those knees. Feeling that lower back stretch. And we're going to come over onto hands and knees. Now, if your knees are sensitive, you can absolutely use a blanket under your knees to give yourself a little bit of support, a little bit of cushion. And we're going to come here. We're going to let that spine come up. And down. And the spine comes up. And down. Again, that spine comes up. And down. So we're going to make a C with the spine to the right, stretching the left side. You're going to look back towards your feet. And then you're going to switch sides. So you push that left shoulder and that left hip towards each other. And back to the center. Shift back into child's pose, letting the hips reset. Nice balance in those hips. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from there, we're going to inhale up to table. We're going to let that right arm come up. We're going to take that right arm, thread it through. Right shoulder comes down. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shifting back, coming to table. Left hand comes up. Take that hand, thread it through, and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Back to the center. Turn those toes down, dog. Bending and stretching. Bending and stretching. Lengthening through the spine. Oh my goodness, feels so good. Right leg comes up and open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that foot come down. Left one comes up and over. Nice big stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that foot down. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Lengthen through spine. Bend those knees. We're going to step forward. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale it all the way up. Hands come down. Nice work. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. Everybody still with us. Yay. So from here, jack it off. Gonna have that just in case I need it for my knee. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips flat back. forward fold, soft bend the knee. Send the right foot back, grounding that foot. From here, we're going to come up, warrior one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We come forward, hands come back. And up. Come forward, hands come back. And up. Come forward, hands come back. And up. Pause. Hands slowly come down. Come to the ball of right foot as we step back to plank. Knees, chest, and chin are chaturanga. Up, poor dog or cobra. Downward dog. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Lengthening through that spine. Right leg travels forward. Grounding that back foot as we come up. Warrior one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come forward, hands come back. And back up. Forward, hands come back. And back up. One more time. Forward, hands come back. And back up. Let those arms open just a bit, opening the chest. Hands come right back down. Come to the ball of that left foot. Step forward. Fingertips flat back, lengthening through the spine. Lifting pelvic floor, hollowing out back body. And let that head come forward. Shake the head, no. Shake the head, yes. And inhale all the way up. Hands come back down. And release it out. Well done. Checking in with you guys. You're doing well. All right, let's start on our warrior 2. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. Fingertips flat back, really lengthening through the spine. Forward fold. Soft bend those knees. We're going to send the right foot back, grounding that right foot. We're going to cartwheel up. Warrior 2. Nicely done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to turn those palms up. We're going to let those hands rotate all the way through until the palms come up again and release. Rotate all the way through, palms come up and release. One more time, all the way through and release. Excellent. We release those hands, floating it down to the floor. Come to the ball of right foot, stepping back to plank. From plank, knees, chest, and chin are chaturanga. Up for dog or cobra. Downward dog. Maybe a little bend and stretch if you need to, checking in with your body. You're going to bring your right leg forward. And when you get this right leg forward, you want to feel that security underneath. Nice work. We're going to cartwheel up and warrior two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to turn the palms up. Rotate all the way through and back. That's 1. Rotate all the way through and back. That's 2. All the way through and back. That's 3. Let's let those hands gently come down. Come to the ball of that left foot, step forward, fingertips flat back. Forward folding, looking at the knees, shake the head no. Shake the head yes. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And release. Yay, we're doing great. Still checking in with you guys over here. Good morning, Mimi. Nice to see you guys over here. Working on our Warrior series for Memorial Day. All right, now we're going to work on that reverse warrior. So we're going to come into Warrior 2 and then come into the reverse warrior. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. Feeling grounded through the feet. Feeling that connection to the earth, fingertips flat back. Forward fold, soft bend the knees. Step the right foot back, grounding that right foot. Cartwheel up into Warrior 2. Right hand down, left hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice work. Really lengthen here. 5. To make this feel more rounded, we're going to allow that left elbow to come down. We're going to let this right arm dangle at first so that we can have really good rotation in the shoulder. Better flexibility. We can access the shoulder more. So with this dangle, we now allow that arm to come forward, then rotate the shoulders. And you might find that you can get into this posture a little deeper than normal. We're going to look up or at right hand. 1, 2, don't dump out in your left shoulder. Press away from that knee. 3, where's your breathing? Lift pelvic floor. 4, temperature and texture under those feet. 5, hand comes down. Come to the ball of that right foot. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Nice bend and stretch here. Bend and stretch here. Right leg comes forward. We're grounding that back foot. We're going to cartwheel up into Warrior 2. That transition to be up. Now, once we're up, we're going to let that left hand come down, right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that elbow slowly come down. We're putting weight. We're going to let that left arm dangle so we have good connection in that shoulder. We feel that socket, that cuff. And we're going to let that arm come up. We're rotating the shoulder.
We can look straight up. We can look towards left hand. We press out of right elbow and shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We let that hand slowly come down. We're going to come to the ball of that left foot and come forward. So we're nice forward, nice long stretch here, lengthening through the crown of the head, forward fold. So we're looking at the knees, not the feet, so we get some extension in the neck. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to inhale all the way up. Hands slowly come down. And release that out. I can check in with you guys. Good job. Yes. We're strong. We're strong together for sure. All right. So we need to work on Warrior 3 so that we can complete those warriors, right? Warrior 3, the arm is typically forward. Can be kind of hard on the shoulder, so I modify it, bring the hands to the heart. And this practice, yes, is warriors, but it's more gratitude for those warriors. So we're going to keep the hands at the heart. So from here, we're going to bring that right foot back, and we're on the ball of that foot. By having your weight a little distributed towards the back and not quite in the front yet, you can make sure you have heel ball toes, lift toes, feel the 4 points, then shift weight into left foot. You're going to slowly start to come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you breathing? Find your work. 5, you bend that knee. Sit it down. Now for funsies, we're just going to rotate. Turn left toes in. Forward fold here. Just to stretch out the back. Let the head hang. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes. Feeling that work. You might have to readjust in the feet. Shake the head no, and shake the head yes. Glad you guys are still there, working with me this morning. We're going to soften those knees, slowly roll up. And once we roll up, we're going to turn those right toes out. So you're going the opposite way. And you're going to come to the ball of that foot. Now I'm going to scoot back so I have enough room here. So I put a little weight on this back foot in the beginning. So I can kind of lift and lower, making sure I have the 4 points of my feet connected. Toes lift and lower. Weight comes into right leg. Hands come to heart. Start to slowly come forward. One, 2, 3, 4. Breathing. Feel connected. Feel fierce. 5. Bring that right knee into a bend. Left leg places. And see if you can step to the back of that mat. Walk it out. So you're facing the opposite way. You're not facing the front way. I know, confusing. It's all good. Now from here, we're going to step out to the left. Arms are out. Turn left toes out, lengthen and tip for triangle. Hips forward, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going to slowly lift. Left toes in, right toes out, lengthen, and tip. Hips forward, shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the change. That left hand slowly comes down to the floor. We're bending that right knee to put the hand down. So the hand being on the floor is what's important. We slowly start to rotate. Right arm comes up. See if you can straighten right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that hand come down. Press to the foot. Coming back up. Turn to the left. Right elbow comes down. We have that right hand down. Start to open and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's that change. Left hand comes down, left knee bends. Come to ball of right foot. Step forward. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Bend those knees. Scoop through into chair to the front of your mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press down to come up. Hands come down. Release it out. So we did like around the world, right? We did positions on all the way around our mat. Checking in with my beauties. You guys are amazing. You're doing well. Nice to see that. All right. Now, from here, we want to make our way to the floor. We want to integrate more and more postures. We're going to inhale up. Hands come down. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Now, from this forward fold, we're going to bend those knees. We're going to send the right foot back, and we're on the ball of the foot. So this is not warrior one. This is crescent posture because we're on the ball of that foot. We're going to slowly come up. Hands lift up. Now, we did straight arms in our warrior one, so we're going to do goal post arms here. Turning the heart up, feeling fierce. Warriors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We let the hands come down to the floor. Right knee comes down. Maybe you can slide that blanket over really quickly. I already moved my jacket, or I would put it under my knee. And then from here, when we come up, left arm comes under, right arm comes over. We're going to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release down. Turn those right toes because we want to lift up. Step back to plank. From plank, knees just in chin or chaturanga, and then to the floor. Once we're to the floor, we're going to lift up small cobra. We feel the fronts of those legs really stretch out. Opening through the heart, keep the feet together. Opening through throat, 3, 4, 5. That chest comes down. From here, we're going to come up onto the forearm. We're going to lift up into Sphinx. Nice tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from here, we're going to pull that navel back into the spine. We're going to turn those toes under and lift into a forearm plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to shift that booty up in the air and start walking forward, coming into dolphin. Feeling those shoulders engage. Letting the head hang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicely done. We're going to walk back to that forearm plank. From there, we're going to roll down and release and rest for a second. We're going to rock those hips. And from there, we're going to roll to the right side of the body. Right arm comes down. We're going to stack those feet. Now, for balance purposes, if you have to stagger the feet, that's okay. And to get up, too, if you just bend your knees a little bit like this, it helps you get up, and then you can straight. Trying to lift up straight-legged is hard sometimes. So you can lift with your knees bent and then straight. Top arm comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that left hand come through to armpit and back up. That's 1. Come through to armpit. Back up. That's 2. Come through to armpit. Back up. That's 3. Hip comes down. Come to the belly. Roll to the other side. Take a breath if you need to. Stacking those feet. Making sure your elbows in alignment. Maybe you have that little bend in your knees to help you up. Maybe you stagger the feet. Maybe you let the other hand help you, which I do. So we come up. And we let that right arm lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We let that hand come through. And up. Come through. And up. And through. And up. Hip down. Arm down. Roll to the belly. Nice work. Now we're going to go through this in reverse order than the way we went down. We're going to, from here, press to table. From table, we're going to put that right leg forward. Right knee is forward, so right elbow goes under. We're going back up to our feet in the reverse way we came down. Lifting up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release it down. From here, we're going to turn the toe under, lift that knee up. Now, if you have to bring it in a little for some comfort, I get that. We're going to come on up. We're in our crescent posture, but we're going to pull those elbows down, opening the chest, turn that heart up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let those hands fold forward. We're going to step forward here, lengthening out through the spine. Nice work. We feel all the stuff we just did. Feel it in our body, fingertips flat back. Forward folding, soft bend those knees. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. Release it out. How you guys doing? You doing pretty good? Looks like you guys are doing good. Good morning, Celeste. All right. We're going to come to the front of that mat. Now, from here, we're going to inhale it up. Exhaling, forward fold. Fingertips flat back. Forward folding. We're going to step back to plank. From plank, knees, chest and chin. Belly comes down. Soften feet, lift the chest. And chest comes down. From there we press to table. From table, right foot kicks up, left leg extends, left arm comes up, lift left leg. Supported side plank, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend that knee, grab the foot, opening through the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to bring that left leg all the way forward. So that's a big deal. From here, we're going to lift up. Hands just stand the knee. We've already been on our knee once. So the hip flexor, the psoas, the quad, it kind of knows. It feels the work. But we want to put that right hand down, rotate, left hand comes up. Try to lean into that hip a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that top hand come down, shift back, lengthen through the hamstring. And then slowly we come back up. And then from there we're going to bring those elbows down. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. We're going to shift back again. And then this time we bring the knee back. And we're going to switch. Left knee kicks up. Right leg kicks up. Right arm comes up. Maybe you can lift this right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you can grab that foot and open the hip. Give yourself a little extra. Read all about it. And when you're done here, we're going to release, bring that foot forward. Nice rotation. Now, we're just going to come up onto that knee, feeling that hip stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We let that hand slowly come down. And the right arm comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get a little stretch in between. We shift back and release. Takes pressure out of the knee, out of the hip. We come back, but we bring those elbows down. Nice stretch here. Feel that hip work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we're going to shift back again, release that out. But when we do, we're going to bring that foot back. Child's pose, stretch it out. Feel that work in the feet and the hips. And then from there, we're going to turn the toes under and slowly shift back into a squat. We feel that work through the hips, through the feet, the ankles. Really good work here. All the birds are singing to me now that the rain has stopped. It's wonderful. And gently sit back on our booties. My computer is about to die on you guys. All right, now from here we're going to extend those legs out. Hands come behind. Toes are forward. We're going to press down, lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that booty right down, lifting up. We're going to take that right leg, bring it across by the knee, turn to the right, tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to rock that out a little bit. And we're going to take that foot, place it on the inside of the thigh. Left hand to right knee. Right arm reaches over. Lateral movement. 1. Maybe just extend. If that helps you extend more, do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that arm lift us up. Turn the torso towards the knee. Forward folding. Feeling that work in the hip. Nice, full breathing. Lifting pelvic floor, pulling that navel in, lengthening through the crown of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly come up. No back stretch. Bring the foot to the thigh. Pull the knee up. Nice rotation. Feel that work in the hip. 1, 2, smile on your face. We've got muscles in the face. There's face yoga. I have a friend that does it. She's really good at it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. Bounce it out. Left foot comes next to the knee. We're going to rotate to the left. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center. We're going to shake that out. And then we're going to bring that foot to the inside of the thigh. We're going to turn the heart towards the knee. Then allow that right shoulder to dip. Hand comes up, nice big stretch. Maybe you lengthen. You don't have to though. Maybe the hand is just up and the weight of the arm pushes you down. You choose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we'll come back up. Turn the heart towards the knee. Lengthen through the crown. Forward folding. We really reach forward here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. Nicely done. We're going to bring that foot onto the thigh. Nice tall spine. Bring that right knee in. Good morning, Norma Mary. Nice big stretch here for that knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release that out. Release that foot out. Nice little bounce. And we're going to bend those knees. We're going to grab them, roll in, work on our back body. Arms
arms come out. Drop those knees to the left. Nice twist. Holy guacamole. It feels so good. To literally unwind. Aha. Aha. It's actually winding, but 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees back up. And bring those knees over to the right. Nice big stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back up. We're going to put that right foot on that left knee and pull that left knee into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to release that down. That right foot comes under. Let that leg open. Really good stretch. I love the way this one feels. Pull that in. Flex that foot. 1, 2. Feel that opening. 3, 4, 5. And gently release. Pull that knee in. Left foot comes on that right knee. Pull right knee in. 1. Activate your foot. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to release that down. We're going to put the foot down onto the ground. Pull right knee into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to put that foot down. We're going to bring those knees back up. We're going to windshield wiper those legs. Side to side. Bring those hands beside the body, checking in with your breath. We're always having that steady, conscious breathing. Pressing down through the feet, lifting those hips up. Contraction through glute, lengthening through front body, keeping those legs parallel. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly rolling back down. Take a pause. So we're going to prepare for Shavasana here. So maybe you choose to stay with your knees bent because your lower back bothers you. Maybe use blankets or bolsters. Dogs, cats, or kids, depending on who's practicing with you. Maybe you can extend one leg and then the other and relax down. Releasing to the floor. Nice full breath. We release the feet, the ankles, the shin or calf. We release the knees, the thighs, the glutes and pelvic belly. We release the lower back and navel, mid back and solar plexus, shoulder blades and heart. Maybe you tense and release, tense and release. And make sure you're softening where you need to. We lift those collarbones, lengthening the neck and softening the jaw. We release the muscles in the face. And gently just focus on your breath. We feel the awareness in the body. We feel the balance on either side. And you can totally stay there and enjoy your Memorial Day resting on your mat. Or maybe you can begin to come up with me into a comfortable seated position. So we're going to bend one knee and then the other. Little rock from side to side. Slowly we roll to the right side of the body. From there, we slowly push up to a comfortable seated position. When we make it to that seated position, we allow the head to turn to the right. We allow the head to turn to the left. Back to the center. Hands come to the heart. We remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for. Remember those folks who have begun and served for our Memorial Day observation, sending them love and kindness and gratitude and thanks. And if they lost their lives protecting us, send it to their families, send it to their memory. Keeping in mind that our front lines have changed a great deal in the last several months. So maybe we send that gratitude even bigger to nurses, doctors, healthcare providers, first responders, firemen, law enforcement. So we send out that love and kindness. We're going to end the practice with an Om. If you're comfortable, inhaling. Bowing forward in respect. Namaste. Peace be with you. Go safely. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me every day at 9 o'clock. I look forward to getting up and in this new norm, you know, you guys are the motivation to get out of bed and put on clean clothes. So I appreciate that. It really means a lot. I love it when you comment. It's like me being able to feel connected with you, even though I don't get to see you. So leave comments. I always, when I turn off the camera, come back and check them and respond. I love you huge. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. And most of all, remember what it's all about. Bye.